Dear Riverdale writers, who do you think you are? Hey, I'm Ali, and I love hate watching TV shows and movies. And today, we're going to be talking about Riverdale. I remember when it was first advertised, so I was excited. It was a new teen drama, like good-looking cast, plus a murder mystery. I'm so in. It was compared to Gossip Girl, and I love Gossip Girl. I mean, it was unrealistic, but it was hella entertaining. So I was in. I'm ready. Let's go. Now, I've only watched it once because I'm scared to watch it again. Now, I remember seeing season 1, and from memory, it was actually pretty great. And other people have kind of like seconded that memory that it's really great. So like, it's not just me. It was all just teen angst and, oh, my parents are the worst, and does this boy like me back, and school is hard, ugh. Plus, they got involved in solving a murder mystery case of a murdered classmate that they had no business in, and there was a romanticized pedophile. Everything you need for a great TV show. Season 2 was... It's like the murder mystery matured them, except that it didn't at all, and now they're more children than they ever were. Like, I can just imagine the writer's room. All right, we need to up the stakes. All right, you know, level up, as it were, you know? Oh yeah, I've got an idea. What about one killer and multiple victims? Like a serial killer. I love it.
And we should encourage the kids to read by using words that no one ever understands and teenagers don't ever use, so that then the kids who watch the show have to look it up, and even the adults have to look up some of the words because no one talks like that.
You're promoted to head writer. I love it. And then that's what they did. Thank you, I know. I'm really good at it. Season 3 was just as bad, except the writers were instead like, you know what's better than one killer and multiple victims? Multiple mystery killers. And multiple victims linked to a Dungeons & Dragons rip-off game that encourages murder-suicide. Oh, and a cult that steals your organs. Yeah. Friggin' what? Like, that's too much. It's too far. I'm done. I'm out. I quit. Goodbye. Except I have to keep watching. Because I just can't wait to see what they come up with for season 4. See, I don't usually get involved in like theories or fan theories because I know that I'm going to be wrong no matter what, because this show has zero logic. The only theory I have is that the writers ran out of ideas after season 1 was picked up for series, and they've just been flying by the seat of their pants ever since. Teenagers don't behave that way at all. Like, not even a little bit. Like, no matter how much their family is messed up or, you know, how fast they had to grow up, kids don't act like that. It really just leaves me with more questions than answers, and I have a lot of questions. Example, Dark Betty. Okay? Far-fetched, but I'm willing to overlook it if it's explained. Except that it's kind of not. It's just like, oh, she has a serial killer gene. I'm like, okay, but she's not a serial killer because, like, I don't know how much genetics play a part in it. I'm not a doctor, but like there's more going on. Like, it's a mental kind of thing, and she's very much against it. So, I don't know. Example. Betty and Jughead role-playing sex games. Okay, are they that bored with sex already? Okay, they've only been sexually active for like 2 weeks, and they live with their parents, so it's not like they've got a whole bunch of time. He's like 12. He doesn't even have the stamina for it even to be good yet. I mean, getting kinky won't make it better at this point. It just makes weird. Example. Betty doing a striptease singing Mad World in front of all of their friends and family. I'm sorry, what? Example. Veronica flip-flopping on her dad. Like, is he good? Is he bad? Make up your mind, child. I don't care. Just make up your mind. They're just recycling him as a villain. Like, but like a background villain. He's not like the main major villain. He's just like a background villain. Example. Veronica owning property and everyone is cool with it like it's totally normal. Example. Veronica runs an illegal business underground where illegal things happen. Example. Archie gets attacked by a bear and he survives. Do you have any idea how big a freaking bear is? And yes, Archie's abs are magic, but he's just a person, just a small person in comparison to a bear. Just ask Dwight. Example. Archie and Jughead's friendship If their parents hate each other and they live on opposite sides of town and they have nothing in common, how did that friendship begin or even last? Example, how is Jughead the leader of a gang that was originally full of adults but isn't anymore? Example, how are Betty and Jughead okay with knowing that their parents used to bang? I'm editing and I remembered that I forgot to add a very important detail. Yes, Jughead and Betty's parents used to bang, but also they might share a sibling, and they kind of do, and I don't like that. Also, Archie goes to prison, but not prison because he's a minor, but the whole juvenile detention centre acts like it's a prison, but then the girls are like, oh no, we'll just sing a song out by the fence with no amplification system, it's fine. They also spend a lot of time in their underwear. Like, just for no reason, just because they want to show off undies. And how did Archie become a professional boxer in like 3 seconds? I can only suspend my disbelief so far, Riverdale. I mean, what do you expect? And then like kind of on another thing, you know, we've done like our 4 main characters and like why that's weird and doesn't make any sense. But what is the show's obsession with having the parent of a main character being that season's main villain? You know, is it Cheryl's dad or is it Jughead's dad? Ooh, you know, and then we've got Betty's dad. And then we've got Veronica's mum and dad. And then we have Lucas Scott Austin Ames, who we thought was a parent, but he's not. Cheryl's mum and Betty's fake half-brother. That's a lot of family members to be the main antagonist. That's a lot. And what is the show's obsession with having the parents of the main characters having affairs with the other parents of the main characters? Archie's dad and Veronica's mum, Jughead's dad and Betty's mum, fairly consistent. Betty's dad and Cheryl's mum and Cheryl's secret uncle, who is the secret twin of her dead dad. Kevin's dad and Josie's mum. And like I think that's it, but I don't think it is. I'm just really excited what's going to happen in season 4. I mean, the only one who's left who could be a villain is Archie's mum, in hand with Veronica's dad, because he's never going to stop being the villain. They like recycling that storyline. Now I've predicted it, but I don't think it'll happen because it's too easy, it's too logical. It's a series of elimination. They're gonna have to pull something else out of the hat. I can't friggin' wait for season 4. It's gonna be a mess and I'm so here for it.